Welcome to the hip mobility follow along. This is going to take us about 5 minutes. If you've got really stiff hips, this follow along routine is going to help you loosen up your hips. You just need a yoga block. Put it under your butt. Some sort of exercise mat will be great. We're going to start off with our feet in front of us, knees bent. We're going to grab onto our toes. We're going to keep our knees together so we don't want them bowing out and apart. And we're going to hang out for about a minute. We're just going to be sinking in towards the mat. You should feel this pretty deeply in your glutes. You don't want to feel it like your back is getting strained. You want to feel like your glutes are loosening up and allowing you to fold further and further forward. What I don't want you to do is let your knees dive out. That would be a different stretch. And we can do that another day. And don't worry, we're going to do something that gets at some of those muscles too. In this little hip mobility workout, we're going to be doing 1 minute-ish holds. And we're going to just do 3 different exercises. So we're almost done with this one. Just try to sink in a little more. All right. Then we're going to come into what's called the butterfly. With the butterfly, you're just going to have your feet together and your knees apart. So you're trying to open things up. You're going to have your hands on your knees, and today we're just going to work on relaxing the muscles of the inner thigh. Taking calm breaths. A lot of people have tried this exercise without the elevation, without the yoga block under them, and they just are stuck. If that's you, and you're like, man, this stretch never works for me, use the elevation. Make sure you're using the yoga block. Maybe use a second yoga block, get yourself elevated, and then gradually start working your knees apart. We're just doing it today as a nice, easy, gentle stretch. There are other things we can do with it that include contractions, but we'll do that in another video. Today is just nice and relaxing. All right, then we're gonna go into a stretch for internal rotation. We're going to tuck one leg back behind us. This is the leg we're working on. This is the hip we're working on. We're going to be turning in this way, and we're going to be trying to sink the hip down. So with the yoga block, you want to make sure that the yoga block is more to one side than the other side, and you're just going to sink down so that the hip is trying to come down. When you do this, keep pressing your foot into the floor. Think about pushing your knee into the floor. That's going to activate the inner thigh muscles, which will help make this whole exercise feel safer. If you try to go into it without that bit of pressure and activation, you might feel like your knee is going to explode. You might feel like things are jamming up everywhere around the hip. Having the pressure of this foot down into the floor is going to help. I also like to keep the heel up. So if you want to throw a little cushion or towel underneath the heel, that can help you avoid any feeling of strain in that knee. So we're just twisting to that side. And then we're going to go to the other side. So we go here, flip around. And then on this side again, we're thinking about yoga block to one butt cheek. This side, we're keeping pressure in with the foot and feeling the adductors, these inner thigh muscles, get used to the sensation of both abduction and internal rotation. So we're just trying to turn our whole pelvis, our hips, everything to that side while dropping that side of the pelvis down towards the floor. That's going to stretch out a lot of things in the inner thigh And we're teaching these inner thigh muscles to fire by pressing down into the floor there. So I'm just trying to sink a little deeper. You can try to go forward, you can try to go towards the knee. Be creative about this. The next time you do this workout, find a different angle, find a different position. And that's going to do it for the follow along. It's just a couple minutes out of your day. I'd strongly recommend doing it twice a day if you can, or just do 2 rounds when you do it. It'll only take you a few minutes, and it's going to help loosen up some stiff stuff in your hips. If you're looking for more ideas to help your hips, go to uprighthealth.com/DIY to check out all the ways you can train safely at home on your own. I hope you find this video helpful on your stiff hip mobility journey, and that your hips get more flexible as you do this routine. If you like this video, leave a comment down below, click the like button, and subscribe, and click that bell notification button thingy so you don't miss out on any future videos. And as always, I hope you remember that pain sucks. Life shouldn't.